Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Klipsch R15M speakers. Those are the first bookshelf speakers that I ever bought. I had those before buying the two pairs of JBL and Sonus Faber floor standing speakers. And those speakers were my way of dipping my toes into hi-fi audio. I had those set up previously downstairs in my living room, which is a medium-sized living room, as my main speakers, but they just didn't work over there. They sounded too bright, too harsh at loud volumes when I wanted to listen to them. Not enough low end. So I decided to remove them altogether and use them as a near field speakers for my computer desktop setup. Let me just quickly go over the speaker specs. These speakers have a 1-inch aluminum horn-loaded tweeter with a very nice 5.25 copper woofer. Comes with a very nice brushed veneer wood on the outside, and they come with covers, but those speakers are just way too attractive to put the dust covers on. Now I have those speakers running on a Fuzzy Audio Class D amplifier. It's the TDA7498E model. It's rated at 160 watts for 2 channels, but that's only with the 24 volt optional adapter power supply that comes with the amplifier. I opted not to go with the 24 volt. I'm using the standard one, and it's just more than enough for my near field listening. And this is the DAC that I'm using with the setup. This is the Topping E30, and I've tried playing around with the filters, tried EQing the speakers on the PC program, but they kind of sound harsh, and because those speakers are very efficient, you have this noise when no audio is playing through them. So sometime in the near future, I would like to change those speakers. I'd like to go with an active pair to just streamline my desktop and get rid of the fuzzy amp altogether. But I have no idea what to get. I've watched a lot of videos, read a lot of reviews, but I'd like your help to tell me which desktop speakers I should go with. Something that sound good, not too big. I wouldn't want to go with something bigger than those speakers, although they're not the biggest bookshelves. I would like to stay in the same size or something a little bit smaller as well. So please let me know in the comments which speakers you're using on your desktop setup, and what speakers you'd recommend for me to use. Now, just for comparison's sake, I've listened to the Klipsch RP600M speakers. A friend of mine's got these speakers, and they do sound deeper. The highs are less fatiguing, more controlled. So definitely, had I known, I would have considered the RP600 or maybe even the 500s. Back then, I didn't know much better. I went with those, the entry-level speakers, and for what I paid when I got those, I think in the market today there are much better speakers that I could have went with. So overall, I'm not happy with those speakers. I'm just using them right now because I've got nothing else besides those to use, and hopefully sometime early next year I'll switch them up and go for a new pair. But I have to give it to Klipsch in the looks department. These speakers are really attractive. They really look good. It's one of the reasons that got me to buy Klipsch in the first place. Form over function, you could say. but yeah, and performance-wise, I think I could do much better. And just to show you the rest of my setup, I've got the Shit Magni headphone amp over here, and I use that when I'm not allowed to listen to loud music late in the evening. And I've got them paired to those Philips, I think they're called the SHP 9500. I've read a lot of reviews about them online, so I decided to give them a try. They're not the best headphones I've listened to, but they do the job. Obviously, because they are open backs, you don't get that very high deep down sound that I really appreciate. But they are one of the most comfortable uh, headphones that I've ever used. The cushion up top, the ear cushions, I could wear those for hours on end without any problem. I think those speakers could work well in a home theater setup, a 5.1 or a 7.1 home theater setup, and use them as surround speakers. But for two-channel listening, I'd choose something else. I think those speakers are discontinued now. Klipsch don't make them anymore. I wonder what are the replacements for those, but the performance is not there. In the looks department, they look great. They can compete with high-end speakers. I mean, I love the copper woofer. I love the design, the two shades of color between the outer speaker and the housing for the tweeter and the woofer. The looks department, Klipsch knocked it out of the park. But performance-wise, for the basic entry-level speaker, after all, this speaker is representing the brand, so I think Klipsch should do a better job. Thanks everyone for joining me back in another video. Please like and subscribe if you liked what you see here, and I'll see you in the next one.